this here? Do I
Go shave your nipples.
Go shave them nipples.
Every day.
Hey. Hey, sir, shut the gate, please. Shut the gate.
But you know what?
Hey, can you please shut the gate that just walked out? Can you please shut the gate all the way like it's supposed to be? Hey, Mr. Come on over here. Come on over. No. Me neither, but here we are. Why do you gotta run your mouth like that? I'm asking someone to shut the gate. You just walked right by. Shut the gate! Shut the gate! I'm standing right here watching you.
Welcome to another episode, everyone. This is America's toughest prisons. We're heading to Missouri, where this lady right here, her days are numbered. You see how she's talking to the inmates there. Hey, shut the gate. She did say please, but then she calls the man over there. The last time I saw a woman call him an inmate over there, it went viral when he beat the living hell out of her. You have to be careful. You have to show respect to everyone. It's not necessarily their job to shut the gate. And then you call them over there instead of just, see, these are people sometimes who are looking for trouble. You call them over there, and then you're speaking to them in a certain tone. You call him over there, hey, Mr. So-and-so, come here. Hey, why you got to mouth off? She said, why you got to mouth off? That's not how you talk to a man. You got to be careful because one can go from 0 to 100 rather quickly. You're out there by yourself. You may have COs around that could get there soon enough, but perhaps not soon enough to save you. If a dude is really powerful and is looking to do some damage to you before a CO can get there, even if they was somewhere right there, by the time they get over there, you'll be cooked if one was really trying to do damage to you. So you have to be careful. But this is Missouri, and again, America's toughest prisons. Nevertheless, this may be some PC stuff going on here, a 50-50 yard. Because the dude that I just seen, this black dude here, I seen him on another episode, and he was this dude right here. That dude right there. I seen him on another episode of Missouri prisons some time ago, and I recall that he was in there for some stuff against children, abuse against children, assault against children, rape against children. So this can't be the main line. This can't be general population. And so perhaps she feels like that's why she can talk to them like that. Even on a protective custody yard, though, you have to be careful. These are still individuals. These are still men. You're still putting yourself in a situation.
Come on over here. Come on over. No. Me neither, but here we are. Why do you gotta run your mouth like that? I'm asking someone to shut the gate. You just walked right by. Shut the gate! Shut the gate! I'm standing right here watching you. I know you have a problem.
I can't say shut the gate.
No, you don't need to be making comments like that when I'm asking someone to secure a gate.
Shut the gate, that's all I said.
No, you didn't just say it like that.
But it don't matter how I say it.
It does actually matter how you say it. Have a good rest of your day.
Daily routine for Deputy.
Yeah, okay. She's chopping up the bit. She's cruising for a bruise. She's asking for it. No man wants a woman talking to him like that. I'm sorry. No man wants another man talking to him like that. That's just the way it is. And I understand she's a deputy warden or whatever. So what? You calling them over there? Why you gotta talk like that? Have a good rest of your day. Yeah. Neither do I, but here we are. I'm telling someone, yeah, and she doing all that. Have a good rest of your day. She talking to him like this is some sort of boys' school, some sort of boot camp, and these individuals are 13, 14 years old, and she's still trying to save their lives before they end up in prison. So she wants to teach them respect and discipline. They're little kids. That's not what this is. They're already in prison.
Warden Ashley Brooks.
They could have swapped it out.
The CERT team is the Rapid Response Force. Ashley Brooks was there herself for years during her time as a correctional officer.
You getting up there today?
You're weak as hell. You weak, man. You damn sure
You have to
weak.
get a certain score, and so there's different male and female requirements, and there's different age brackets with each one. So you have to at least score a 2 in every single category, and your overall score has to at least equal 15 points. Come on, you got 3 more at least. There you go. Come on, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Majority of it's mental strength. Everybody in here is physically in shape enough to do this test, and you know that because when there's a situation on the yard, these people are the first ones there that are responding. These are the people that are
They
there
not
to
in
help
shape to
you
do
get the
shit.
restrained or help there to break up fights. So it's more mental than anything. Come on, Lindsay. Come on. Hey, don't
Who's
stop.
over there yelling?
Come on. Come on.
Oh! What's wrong with this dude? He's doing a sit-up. You hear that? Let me go back to this. She's talking about they in shape to run to the yard. Listen to this.
Hey, don't stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Back in 2017, we had an officer who was severely assaulted here, and we went into an institutional lockdown, and CERT teams from all over different institutions came in to help us regain organization and get all the offenders locked down.
So that was in 2017. You had an officer severely injured. Okay. Assaulted and injured, but apparently no one has died. Perhaps that's why she's talking to them inmates like that. They haven't learned their lesson out there in Missouri.
Then there's the final endurance run.
They have to do roughly a little over a half mile in 6 minutes, which isn't bad. It's just hard because you run around this gym, and so you just go in circles. You know, you do about 7.
Look at this shit. Missouri, bro. No black officers in sight. None. Hell no, I wouldn't want to be in that prison.
17 laps, and that's harder for me mentally
This
than running from point
snow
A
bunny
to point B. You know, running
talking to me
17
crazy.
times around something.
The team evidently overextended itself and is totally exhausted. Then an alarm sounds.
The team totally overextended themselves and are totally exhausted. What the hell did they do? The dude over there hooping and hollering because he's doing a sit-up. What are you talking about?
Who else is it? You sprayed him more time. Okay. Yeah.
The entire prison is sealed off. On the B side, Carlos Ashcraft and his fellow inmates are immediately taken to their cells.
Shall return. We gotta go lock down. God.
Where was he at?
We were walking around this
God
way.
damn, how did I already get in trouble?
And he,
Go for 03.
as soon as we got around here, Walker was behind and told him to stop. He wouldn't stop.
It was what's called a 10-5, which is an officer needs assistance. And so that's why everyone responded. It was right here on A yard. And I'm not sure the details yet. I called the warden because he had called me on the radio because he saw that I was out there, so he wanted to see what's going on. It's kind of in your blood. When a 10-5's called and you're able to respond, you respond. You can't help that, you know. Here's our major now coming down to check on things. What we
Look at
just
this
saw
shit.
here was
That's their major with a cowboy hat on, looking like Morgan Wallen. Hell no, I don't want to be in that prison. That's your major, the Grand Wizard, and you talking to these dudes like that, like you done lost your mind. Who the hell you think you are? All this red shit around her face and her nose and all this. These women think they fucking superior, but you're not superior to nobody. What is wrong with you?
People who completely exerted themselves testing for the test, they were on the ground trying to catch their breath and everything, and an emergency occurred out on the yard, and those same individuals who just gave all they had on the court here got up, ran out there, and responded and took care of that situation. So to me, you know, that shows their mental strength.
If the whole prison is an organism, then the control center is the brain. From here, you have an overview of almost everything. This is also where communication is centrally controlled. The staff here have to remain cool, especially when something goes crazy outside.
What happened with the 10-5 this morning?
Officer called for assistance, and we sent the assistance to help him out.
Good. Did it get it rectified pretty quickly?
Pretty quickly, we got it.
10-6, under control, good. Anybody hurt? Good. This is the compound that runs everything. They control every radio call we have. They are the ones that are listening for if there's an emergency situation going on, like a man down button, a 10-5, 1049. They're relaying all that information to us. So they're the nucleus of the cell here. They control all the movements. They release all the movements. And as you can see, they have a pretty good sight line of most of the yard of the institution.
There are also nearly 400 cameras here, spread all over the prison. They make everything and everyone highly visible. Another important safety feature, the deadly electric fence that surrounds the entire facility. Its status is also closely monitored by the employees in the control center.
The fence is definitely psychological.
Yeah, and all of those cameras, well, all of them have barbed wire fences, electric fences. But those cameras, not all of the prisons have cameras. Hell, not any in California, unless they have them these days. I don't know. I've been out of prison for over 4 years, but they didn't have these cameras on the yard. They were talking about getting cameras on the yard and in the day rooms in prison, but people are going to go off if they try to put cameras in there. No one wants to be filmed while they're on the yard killing someone or stabbing someone up. But I'm sure it will mitigate the violence. There's not much violence here, apparently, at least not against COs, if it's been 9 years since one was even assaulted, or at least seriously assaulted. 2017, she said.
Logical for a lot of, I would say, our safety precautions here. For us, that's an extra peace of mind knowing we have that fence protecting the communities.
On the A side is the Dynamo House, perfectly visible from up here. The prison of the future, a wing without security staff. All the residents have been behaving in an exemplary manner for years.
My name is Michael Brian Whitfield. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Grew up in south part of St. Louis.
A wing without prison staff. Talking about the prison of the future. No, they just short on staff. They don't want to pay. The COs, they short on staff. So they got them in there operating on their own. So this is some sort of honor unit. These are model inmates who get to stay here with their doors open and all of this, apparently.
Down by the Busch Stadium. I'm 60 years old as of March the 20th.
60.
And my belief, man, you know, is really just trying to make sure things are done correctly now at this point in my life. You know, I got to have a belief system that what I do now is about not serving me, but just trying to be gentle and kind to others now. But I do believe that, you know, times are going to change and things are going to get better.
This is a revolution for the conservative state of Missouri. Michael Whitfield has his own key to the prison gate.
Damn.
Such degrees of freedom only exist for the Dynamo community.
I've been walking this way here for over 20 years. You know, I've been, used to work recreation right here at A-Side Rec. Then after leaving that job, I went to the warehouse for 9 years, which I've been there as of the present day. You know, so walking this walk through all different climates of weather, you know, it's a good long walk, but If I had to close my eyes and do it, man, I can get there. Just take a little while, you know.
Yeah. Taking that walk for 20 years, he said. So he's been in that prison at least for 20 years and has had this one same job for 9 years. But we see that he has a key to the gate. He can just unlock the gate and go to work. Damn, the cell door stays open. There's no police inside of the building. That's what they said. There's no police inside of the building. They just the inmates there. This is, again, the honor building or whatever. He's an older man, been there 20 years. Probably has some sort of juice, been at the same job for 9 years, taking the same walk every day for 20 years. But that's what I see is an older man getting older. Been in there for a long time, more than 20 years, at least 20 years. He's been taking this walk for 20 years. He's been in there longer than 20 years. He had to fight your case in the county jail, this, that, and the other. Perhaps was in another prison before he got there. He's been locked up for over 20 years. And he's 60 years old, so he's been locked up since he was in his 30s or something, or maybe 20s. And he's 60 years old. Man.
What I'm sure we can accomplish, you know, come to Missouri if you're looking for a change in the weather, you know, from 1 hour to the next. You're sure to find it, you know, right here in good old Missouri.
Michael walks from the A side to the B area, then enters the main building from the side. Michael was convicted of manslaughter and several robberies in 1993.
Damn.
All right, good morning. I'm here.
Manslaughter and several robberies he was convicted of in 1993. 33 years. And that's when he was convicted. Could have got locked up a year or so before that, 2 years before that. But let's just, that's when he was convicted though, 1993. 33 years. That's how long he's been in there, and he's 60 years old. So he's been in there since he's 27 at least, perhaps 26. And look how old he is now. Look how old he looks. This place took his whole life. Shh. He's just trying to help out now, trying to remain positive. I'm sure being in a situation that he's in where he has his own key to the gate, apparently can essentially come and go as he pleases, to work at least, in and out of his cell. Cell doors apparently just stay open all day. See a big TV there in the day room and all that. So perhaps I'm sure that helps to mitigate some of the stress that prison causes sitting in there for 33 years. But that only does so much. You still losing your life to a horrific situation.
I'm gonna take them to the return freezer, show them how I pick up the food that was left from last night. Okay. Put it back on the shelf, then wait for my orders to pull the meal. So just to let you know, we're in the building.
Okay.
All right, appreciate it. These are meals that they cooked yesterday that they didn't use, so it'd have to be returned to stock. Every morning when I come into work, first thing I do is go to the freezer, see what was left behind from yesterday's meal, put them on the cart, and replace them on the shelf.
It's a tough job for a 60-year-old.
Yeah, sure as help keeping them young though.
Me for the job that I take on every day, I'm always lifting stuff, picking up items, moving them from one place to the other. My mental strength, I need that to focus on this when I'm feeling like I might not have it there anymore. You know, which is very important to me, physically and mentally. You know, it helps me stay stable. You know, I can be able to stay on the same wavelength each day.
Most of the prisoners go to lunch every day at 11:45. Michael Whitfield works in the main building and therefore has a short commute. Until recently, the prisoners prepared the food themselves. Now it is handled by a large American catering company.
Well,
Damn.
this I can say is not one of their worst meals.
What?
You know, it ain't bad. It's manageable and
That's one of the best meals? Oh, man.
tasty with some salt and pepper. You know, the vegetables are good, which was always needed. This is rice. Everybody loves a little rice. You know, I'm not too much into the cookies, but you know, just the main course is fine with me.
Damn.
The most important thing about lunch is not the quality, but the ritual. Getting through each new day.
Wow. Yeah, getting through each new day. Wow, there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. America's toughest prison, even though that prison don't seem to be super tough. They're in Missouri. But every penitentiary is tough. Every prison is tough because you're in prison. But of course, you have some that are worse than others. Extremely violent for everyone. Individuals losing their lives literally on a daily basis. The politics are overbearing, and if you don't conform to the politics and become familiar with the politics, then you can lose your life. This does not necessarily seem to be one of those prisons. It almost looked like a bunch of houses or something out there. Look at that. What the hell? Look like a bunch of farms. You know, a bunch of little cottages or something. Now, of course, inside is hell. They have cells in there. We just seen it. Small little day rooms, small little cells. But all of this green grass, hell, every prison I was in had nothing but dirt. What, straight dirt. What is all of this green grass? It looks clean as hell. You know, so this is probably some old PC type stuff going on here. But nevertheless, it's still prison and it's still tough. And it's a place that you just don't want to go. I'm glad I made it out of there. I want everyone to make it out of there for the most part. Because it's no good. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. Missouri State Prison or one of these damn prisons in Missouri right there doesn't seem too crazy to me. Other than that snow bunny. That's the only thing that was crazy. Is that lady talking crazy the whole time. But she probably knows where she's at. Probably knows that she can get away with that. She knows who she's dealing with. Probably know exactly who that inmate was. She told me, I know that you have problems. I got problems. Yeah, you asking for it, lady. You really asking for it right now. So maybe she know who he is and that he got some sort of problems. That she can get away with it. You hit one of them prisons in California with that sort of demeanor. If that's your posture, your disposition, you're putting yourself in the line of fire. Everyone is who speaks down to an inmate, who talks down to them in any demeaning manner. You're putting your life on the line. Respect is the number one thing in prison. That includes from the police. Yes, and when police are dealt with in prison, it is oftentimes because they lose sight of that respect and are put back in their place. You have to be careful. Stay safe and stay free. That's how you just, deal with the situation. That's how you remedy the situation. That's how you keep bunnies like that out of your face talking down to you. Just stay the hell out of prison. That's the only way. Stay free. And when I say stay free, I mean stay free of vices. Stay free of toxic people. Stay free of drugs. Stay free of jail and prison. Stay free of stress. You really control your own peace. And no one can give you that or take that from you if you disallow it. Let everyone else's mood be their own mood. You regulate your own life and you have your mood. Don't allow everyone to dump their trash and their mood upon you. If a phone call can change your mood, then these people have too much control over your life. Man, I can't be giving y'all all this shit for free. The game is to be sold, not told, man. Stay safe and stay free. Appreciate all of y'all support, people.